Good evening. Here is the world news from BGI TV, Baba Bagede Imo TV. I am Moriwe Rebila Lawal. First are the major headlines for the world news. You can't tell me Buhari has failed. We are winning gold medals in World Athletics, General Aruna. We have arrested those behind our attack, CDS Irabo. Are you his father or mother? Keyamo to journalists who said there is controversy about Tinubu's age. Autumn writes Buhari seeks firearm permit for newly established security outfits. Troops intensify operation along Abuja-Kaduna Highway to flush out bandits. Gunmen abduct Katsina's senator's sister-in-law, 2 children. Bandit kill FIRS boss after 3 others in Niger attack. And to the next story, break-ins occur at comedian Apiz Oyetoro's house. And to foreign, Air Peace announces suspension of flights into Johannesburg as delayed issuance of South Africa visa continues. Finally, sports, Amuso Brume, others receive bonuses from sports ministry. Now the news in detail. The insecurity in Nigeria has been a major concern to the President Buhari-led administration. However, while some politicians have made assertions that the President has run out of ideas on how to tackle this problem, some others have opined that the current situation would have been worse if Buhari and APC was not in office. However, a retired military general and the former Federal Commissioner for Information and Culture, Ibrahim Bata Malvi Aruna, on Wednesday had heated arguments on this problem with his interviewer on Arise Television's morning show. As it seems, while explaining that President Buhari, as Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, is doing his best and very well to ensure that Nigerians are secure, General Ibrahim blew off at the Arise TV journalist Rufai Oseni for putting words in his mouth that Buhari has failed. However, how can you say Buhari has run out of ideas? I'm saying that we're not run by his ideas. We cannot have mass media educating the public that the state is a failure. The president is a failure. The system is a failure. Where do we go from here? How can you not see any good in the Nigerian state? And we are winning gold medals in the World Athletics.
Okay, so amidst all of this, people saying he's run out of ideas, everything is happening, then what do we do? And you being a Major General, retired at that, then what do we do? Because
well, you say he run out of ideas. I've just said we are not run by his ideas. I've just said it. Can't push it on me that I must accept that he's run out of ideas.
No.
We're not run by his ideas. He's not just chief executive of a private sector. Okay. We're talking about the president of the Nigerian state, to which we all belong, and we all have our performances. We cannot have mass media educating our people in believing that their state is a failure, their president is a failure, their system is a failure. Then where do we go from there? You don't see any good in the Nigerian state, and we are winning gold medals in World Athletics. Come on. Let us have some faith in our country.
Then, Major General, show me the results as regards insecurity. Show them to me. Show me.
Show them. How do I show you? You don't show it. You are at work. You are feeling safe. You are communicating. You want me to show you. Do you think if there was war or anarchy, you will be in this state of affairs? Why do you want to show me failure? You want me to show you failures. You don't want me to show you success. Come on. Let's learn in Nigeria that make people have hope.
So, Major General, what I was trying to...
The Chief of Defense Staff, General Lucky Irabo, has said those behind the attacks have been arrested. Some gunmen had stormed St. Francis Catholic Church, Ondo State, killing no fewer than 40 worshippers. The federal government, however, said the Islamic State of West African province terrorists were behind the attack. During a meeting with editors and media executives in Abuja on Tuesday, the Chief of Defense Staff confirmed that the attackers had been arrested. Irabo said the suspects would be paraded after an investigation had been concluded into the matter. He said, within the last time we met, we have recorded remarkable achievement. Let me bring to your notice that within the same period, there have been ignoble actions of men of the underworld that have been in mind on our collective well-being. namely the unfortunate train attack, the attack on Kuje Correctional Center, as well as what has been reported in the past, the attack on the presidential convoy. It was my intention to present them to the public, but because of the investigation still going on, I had to change my mind. I would like to say that in due course, the world will see them and others who are behind other daring attacks in the country. Ahead of the build-up for the forthcoming 2023 election and the campaign starting properly, the Minister of Labour and APC spokesperson presidential campaign for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Festus Keyamo, was last night on Arise News, where he talked about matters regarding his candidate, how he would be only focusing on him and Atiku Abubakar and the controversies surrounding his age. When asked by the Arise News journalist that the controversies are unending when it comes to Tinubu's age, his source of wealth, which is something one cannot wish away. Festus Keyamo, while answering that, tackled the journalist, saying, "Are you his father or mother?" which made the Arise News journalist to say, "Definitely she's not." Festus Keyamo then went on to say what the controversy about Tinubu's age, as Wikipedia has been edited over and over, which was shut down by them. And when asked to clarify how old Tinubu is, Festus Keyamo said he's 70, and there was nowhere, there was two certificates, two affidavits, as he has put that to rest during the interview. A video.
No more voting.
Wait for next year.
Now, right now.
But at the end of the day, the controversies are ongoing. It's unending when it comes to his age.
Media.
Can I land on this concerning his age and his wealth and the source of it? At the end of the day, it's something you cannot wish away.
Oh, can I go on with that?
Please go ahead.
Okay, now, are you his father or mother?
I definitely am not.
So what's the controversy about his age?
I am a journalist and I'm speaking on behalf of the people, and I'm trying to find out
what is the
controversy about his age and even his health. We've seen
hold on, you are running away now, one by one now.
They say he has different...
There must be, you must say that, okay. Oh, I have a father, I have a mother. What is the controversy?
At different times, there have been different ages
from
the candidate.
No, where?
They talk about his children who are old enough.
No, which one?
For instance, the Yaloja of Lagos.
She's 40-something.
Wikipedia.
40-something.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes.
When you say...
No, Wikipedia has been edited over and over, and it was shut down by Wikipedia. So it was mischievous for doing that.
How old is he?
So you can see now that he's 70.
70?
Yes.
Your candidate is 70. Okay,
yes.
great. I want to
so hold on. We are going to the next one now.
Yeah.
We have settled that there's nowhere there was a 2 certificates, 2 affidavits, 2 anything. I'll put that to rest today. Let's go to the next one.
But even at the screening of the presidential candidate, I do remember a party member, a member of the APC, did bring a petition before the screening committee about his credentials.
No, forget that. We're talking of age. Have you settled age?
You have said he's 70 years.
Next
Fine.
One.
So his credentials.
What's the credential?
Do you think that's a controversy or not?
The Chicago State University have written that he went there and he graduated with what was equivalent to a first class.
Okay.
What's the controversy there?
Okay. What you say?
Let me also tell you something that the younger ones don't know. Let me tell you something that somebody don't know. They said, what is the primary school upon which somebody can attend before he goes to secondary school? For the younger ones, we want to let them know that that is a virtue, not a vice. In those days, great men today, they wrote GC from home. Not everybody in those days went to the 4 walls of the schools, of secondary schools. I'll mention names. One of the greatest lawyers this country has ever produced, that has the best university today, Afe Babalola. He did not get formal education in the 4 walls of his school. Afe Babalola. Right. Great men all over the world. So it is a virtue, not a vice. I want to tell you that. So that's done and dusted. Next one.
The controversies are unending because
we're sorting them one by one now. I'm resolving them one by one. You are the one playing it all. I'm giving you answers.
We're having a conversation.
No, but I'm telling you that you are the one playing it all.
Really.
Because people, let me tell you there, people just take stories out of...
Governor Samuel Ortom of Benue State has written President Muhammadu Buhari for firearm licensing for the newly established Benue State Community Volunteer Guard inaugurated last week to provide surveillance and intelligence gathering in the wake of persistent X-Men attacks. Ortom, who disclosed these on Monday while playing host to a delegation from the Northern Christian Women Coalition at the government's house in Makurdi, said the move became necessary following the legitimated process of establishing the security outfit to help restore peace in the troubled part of the state. Ortom noted that the president, would approve his request to also empower his people against their transducers, or at best leave room for a fair level of response on the defenses of his people. During the launch last week, Autumn said the guards were designed to address community security and safety. According to him, the volunteer guards were not established for political purposes ahead of the 2023 general election. Handwork is a skill that requires you to do your needful during your safety in your town. Still on insecurity, troops of Operation Thunderstrike of the Nigerian Army and that of Operation Puff Adder of the Nigerian Police have intensified patrols and operations along the Kaduna-Abuja highway and surrounding communities. This is part of effort to flush out bandits and provide adequate security on the highway and the general area. Speaking during an assessment tour of the ongoing security operations on the highway, the Kaduna State Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs, Samuel Arunwa, said contrary to insinuations that motorists have abandoned the highway because of insecurity, more vehicles are still plying the road as a result of the presence of security operatives in the area. Arunwa also debunked report that a convoy of the Assistant Inspector General of Police in charge of Zone 12 was attacked along the Kaduna-Abuja highway last week, saying that the incident took place between Kaduna and Nasarawa state borders. According and among the locations visited by the Commissioner are Rijana and Kateri villages, which are flashpoint areas on the highway. Still on insecurity, gunmen on Sunday night abducted the wife of Mani Baba Keita, the younger brother of a senator representing the Ra Senatorial District of Katsina State, Senator Ahmed Baba Keita. The gunmen also abducted 2 children in Mani's neighborhood at Ongor Biking Kaswa, Kankia local government area of the state. Residents disclosed that the gunmen arrived Mani's residence late night on Sunday and abducted his wife before storming a nearby house where the 2 children were also abducted. The resident gave the name of the father of the abducted children as Sabi Alilu. The gunmen were also said to have beaten and manhandled the mother of the children before going away with them, the children. Residents further alleged that the gunmen operated in the community for no fewer than 2 hours. The gunmen had not reached out to the victim's family as of Monday evening. Officials' comments and clarification on the incident were still being awaited from the Katsina Police Command as of 6:45 p.m. on Monday. Still on insecurity rocking the nation, the coordinator of Federal Inland Revenue Services, FRS, in charge of Zamfara, Sokoto and Kebbi State, Al-Aji Muhammad Kudu Adamu, has been reportedly killed by bandits on Sunday night at Saminak community along Lapai Lambata Road in Niger State. A friend of the deceased, Dr. Zubairu Ibrahim, told Daily Trust that he was returning from Lafiaji, his hometown in Kwara State, where he had gone to greet his relations, who just returned from the pilgrimage to Mecca, Saudi Arabia. He said Adamu and 3 other occupants in the vehicle ran into the bandits, who shot indiscriminately in their direction. 2 tankers loaded with premium bottled spirit and parked by the roadside were also hit by bullets and engulfed in fire. Saminaka is a busy community along Lambata Bida Road, where dozens of tankers and heavy articulated drivers and other travelers parked to rest. When contacted, the Niger State Police Public Relations Officer, PPRO, DSP Wasiu Abiodun, confirmed that the attack 2 Daily Trust and said 3 persons were kidnapped, while 2 tankers caught fire. He said the attack occurred around 10:30 p.m. on Sunday. Abiodun said the bandits invaded a restaurant in Saminaka and abducted its owner, Zainab Usman, and 2 others. The chief imam of Saminaka, Al-Haji Umaru Mohammed, told Daily Trust on the telephone that the bandits chased a woman into the mosque during Quranic teaching and abducted her alongside the deputy chief imam. From that story, we'll go to another, which is about an attack to a veteran Nollywood actor. Afiz Oyetoro, a comedian, had robbers break into his house on Monday night before busting into the actor's home at around 2 in the morning. The burglars reportedly disarmed and bound the security officers. In addition, it was said that 3 additional residents on the actor's street had also been broken into, though with worse outcomes. Actress Kemi Afolabi talks of slamming into traffic robbers, and the burglars stole every piece of cash and electronic equipment from the actor's house. According to different sources, they allege also that the information gathered also said they grabbed all ATM cards in order to empty the accounts of the connected cards belonging to the actor. The actor is said to be getting along well with his family, after the traumatic incident. From that story, we go to the foreign story. Air Peace has announced the suspension of its flights between Nigeria and Johannesburg in South Africa. In a statement issued by the airline on Monday evening, it attributed the decision to suspend flights into the southern African country to what it called a delayed issuance of South African visas to Nigerian travelers. Other reasons given by the airline included the skyrocketing price and scarcity of aviation fuel and the unavailability of forex. While informing that the suspension takes effect from August 22nd, 2022, the airline, however, expressed optimism that it will resume operations from October 8, 2022, after the South African government must have addressed the visa issuance problem. The statement from the airline partly read, "We hereby inform the flying public that effective from August 22nd, 2022, our Johannesburg flight operations will be suspended till October 8, 2022. This development is regretted but has become inevitable due to the delayed issuance of South African visas to travelers, a worsening forex crunch, and the increasing cost of aviation fuel as well as its scarcity." And finally, on sports. The fourth set of Team Nigeria medalists and their coaches at the 2022 Commonwealth Games have received their cash rewards from the Federal Ministry of Sport and Youth Development for their heroics in Birmingham. Athletes who won gold medals received $5,000, silver medalists received $3,000, while bronze medalists got $2,000. Athletes who represented Nigeria in the 4x100 relay received $15,000 for the team. Among those who were rewarded are women's 100-meter hurdles champion Toby Amushwan, 200-meter silver medalist and long jump winner Ese Brume, among others. The coaches and officials also got rewarded by the ministry for their roles in Team Nigeria's success. The Minister of Youth and Sport, Sunday Dari, ensured that 3 weeks camping allowances was paid to all athletes. That concludes the world news from BGI TV. Before we go, some major headlines. You can't tell me Buhari has failed. We are winning gold medal in World Athletics, General Aruna. We have arrested those behind our attack, CDS Irabo. Are you his father or mother, Kayamo, to journalists who said there is controversy about Tinubu's age? And finally, on sports, Amuson Brume, others receive bonuses from Sports Ministry. Thank you for watching. For more of our updates on YouTube, our handle is Babagide Imo TV. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell. Select option all to access our broadcast. On Facebook, Bagide Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. Please like and follow the page. On Instagram, Bagide Imo _22. For other placements of your goods and services, coverage of events and function, please dial the phone number streaming on your screen for advert placement only. Thank you for watching. I am Morire Rebila Lawa. Good evening.
Oh, na, na, na. If you want to know what's going on in city, or you want to listen to the latest news and gist, no stress, oh, just into BGI TV. BGI TV, you're one in a million.